On today's episode of the Command Center podcast, we got a Broncos review. We lost, but we're not lost anymore.
Not no more.
Then we got the Minnesota Vikings and J.J. McCarthy, Tana.
Can we McCarthy him?
Yeah, that's exactly right. We got hell yeah or hell no. And then, Fred, good thing you're here. We got a review of Hard Knocks. Did you do the homework? It all starts right now. Welcome in the Command Center podcast. I'm Logan Paulson here with Fred Smoot in a very nice shirt. I'm going to say that's a nice shirt. It kind of is like one of those things, Tana, that if you stare at it long enough, like you start seeing shapes a little bit.
Yeah, you'll start to see other things.
And Santana Moss.
Looked like he was, I don't know. I feel like he wore that from somewhere.
From the club last night?
From where he partook in last night.
And just a reminder, the Command Center podcast is presented by Big Bear AI, mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And as always, we're in the Big Bear AI Command Center studio, which is always a good time.
Always a good time, brother.
But yeah, so did you wear that out last night?
I didn't go out last night. Why y'all think every time I go?
I thought this was what Tana said.
It was a Tuesday night,
but
man.
don't say like Tuesday night like you've never been out on a Tuesday night.
Never.
Stop.
Going up on a Tuesday.
Now, you know, our off day used to be Tuesday.
That's what I'm saying. So don't act. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Because like I was a pretty structured guy.
Yeah.
But I would go out with the guys on Tuesday.
On Tuesday?
Yeah.
No, Tuesday's the off day. Most people don't understand. In the NFL, Tuesday is your off day. Monday's a half day.
Monday night usually was the night we'd go out.
Tuesday was just my movie night.
Yeah.
It was like not a movie night, but it was a movie day. Like that's the only thing I had to do on my off days on Tuesday.
Did you go to the theater?
I used to go to AMC.
No kidding.
It had to be an
right
AMC.
Here in Dallas?
No, the one in Tyson's.
Oh, yeah. Tyson's, okay.
I had to go to AMC because there was a particular nachos I like, and that's the cheat meal I wanted for that day. So I had to always watch the movie at AMC.
I love when Tana says something like that, like about the nachos, because you are like
so picky.
You are so
so picky with food.
And I love when the fans get to see a little bit of it's like you were going to a movie theater that was far away just for the nachos.
He could have went literally a mile away.
I had movie theaters all around me. I'm talking about I had one right behind me in Leesburg, here in Dulles. I'm going to Tyson's.
Yeah.
Because he likes the nachos.
Yeah.
You guys have been great to us all season long. We appreciate it. Just a reminder, if you want to buy tickets, that's the best possible way you can support the show. If you're going to the game,
right there.
This one right here,
right there.
QR code. So QR code, phone to the screen, or there's a link in the description. That would be fantastic. And we've got a really fun live Christmas special coming up. It's at the City Tap Lost Fox in Ashburn at 7 p.m. on December 16th. And it'll be our Christmas special. We'll be all done up for that. We'll record it then, but it'll air on the 25th or whenever it comes out. And we've got special guests. So we got the normal guys. We got London, which is, future Hall of Famer London Fletcher.
Oh, Yeller.
Brian Mitchell, also a future Hall of Famer. So just those guys should be worth the admission, but we also have some special guests. And Santa Claus is coming. So we're going to have Santa Claus.
All right.
Which is going to be a really good time.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho time.
Yeah.
Ho, ho, ho is right. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we got buy the tickets. Christmas specials coming up on the 16th. Now that that's taken care of, let's get into the Bronco review. And this is titled, Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Have you guys seen that movie, Galaxy Quest?
Yes, I have.
Have you seen Galaxy Quest?
Yeah, I have.
I don't think I saw it.
Dude, Tana?
Is it good?
I know you like movies. It is very funny.
Yeah.
Do you like Star Trek?
No,
he ain't no tracking.
No, ain't no.
So this basically makes fun of Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
It's a mockumentary.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary. It's really funny. It's one of my wife's favorite movies. So anyway, but yeah, never give up, never surrender. And so let's start with the offense. And Jason, who is awesome, put together a really comprehensive. Really. He's not awesome?
Not all the time.
He put together a bunch of stats here that are really indicative, I think, of how the offense played. So Washington held the Broncos to 17.9 pressure rate. That's the lowest since week 3 of 2023.
Wow. 2 years ago.
That is crazy. So we talk about the offensive line. Let's use that as a starting point.
All right.
What do we see from the offensive line in this game? I thought they played lights out.
I thought they played some good football.
Yeah. They played well. I think when you look at what we did, running the ball and passing, collectively, those guys were solid.
No, they held it in the road. Like Benito didn't make his first big play to the last play of the game. Like, let's be honest,
and he's unblocked, right?
And he's been dominating people, right?
Yeah, he's got 9 sacks on the season, and again, like that's something I know we're not talking about like next year. But I do think that that offensive line performance, like this is the group that we were promised at the beginning of the year, right?
Yeah.
Connerly, like look at how much he's developed over the course of the season.
Played well.
Yeah.
Played well.
Sam Cosmi looked like
got his sea legs under him.
Definitely, man.
Yeah.
Like, and you can go back and watch the film, man. There's a couple like on the Chris Rodriguez run where he is just like sunning people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to see that power, that strength starting to come back in the lineup. Biadasz is doing his thing. Chris Paul's been a revelation.
Chris Paul.
And let's talk about our guy, LT, man. Laramie Tunsil.
Man.
Like, dude. He's in his
don't
bag.
Play with him.
He just been Mr. T over there.
Yeah, don't play with him.
That's what I call him, Mr. T.
He's taking people's
Mr. Thompson.
When you don't hear the guy, when you don't hear the star name, and he's on his side, you already know what's been done.
I mean, well, it's both those guys. Like that was the crazy thing about it is I thought if Benito's rushing on Tunsil, like Tunsil's got it. Like Tunsil has such like when you watch him, so technical, such a good plan, stays so square. I thought, man, Conley's gonna have a tough time because of how he has a hard time with like true speed rushers.
Yeah,
and he handled it. He ate up Cooper.
He learned from the previous game.
Yeah.
This is how they're going to attack me. I got a plan.
Yeah.
And that's what you do as a rookie. Yeah. You find out how they're going to attack me, how they're going to abuse me, and then I'm going to fix that. And that's what he did.
I love the fact when you can actually see a guy that been through the fire and then to see how he comes out of it. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like, when I'm watching Connie the other night, I wasn't even paying attention to him because I'm like, hold on, don't we have a weak link that we had on this line before? And then I started watching him. I'm like, well, damn.
He's playing.
You know what I mean?
This is what manifested.
And this is what a lot of us go through, being thrown out there in the fire early. And you know what I'm saying? You sitting out there, you playing, you finally getting in it. Then now you see the production, you see the progress. And so I was just, I guess you could say proud, man. I was proud to see what the whole line did as a whole. But him, man, when you don't hear his name being called, you don't hear sacks being acknowledged, you know that, all those guys are playing well.
And it was cool to hear Coach Johnson talk about him early in the season because everyone's like, oh, should you bench him? Should you sit him down? It's like, I trust his professionalism. And, we do the draft show, like with Jason, Tick to the Draft, which we're going to be starting up here pretty soon, actually. And the thing that sticks out to me is like, we look at, arm length, height, weight, speed, the 40, the strength. But that professionalism that he's describing is something that we would never have access to. And so, like, I think to give Adam Creeder some credit is like understanding the guy and the type of worker that he is, I think is starting to kind of pay dividends. All right, now let's get back to these stats. So 419 yards, which is how many the Commanders had versus Denver, is the second most by a team all year since week 2. Remember, that's the number 1 defense in football.
Number one
so
defense. We
just talked about the offensive line. I look at this as a Cliff Kingsbury, Marcus Mariota stat to me. Because that, and when we look at Marcus, I know we're kind of all waiting for Jaden to come back, but holy cow, has Marcus been playing good ball?
Oh, no, he's been playing I started before. Y'all need to remember that. That's what he's doing. I mean, he reminding people.
He's playing, I know he started before, but dude.
No, I think he's almost playing better than he ever played. This might be his best year.
No, I feel like he's playing like the 33rd starter in the NFL.
But I think he's playing better than that, man.
Yeah, me too.
I know people we keep talking about him as a backup. You know what I mean? I think he's got some of these throws you're watching. There's that ball on 3rd and 9 in the low red, which we do on the film breakdown show. Right on time, back hip. Terry's falling down to catch it. You get the 1-2 to Zach Ertz, right?
Hey, the one to Debo.
Dude, what a ball.
That ball right there.
2 of those balls they missed in the end zone I thought was great too. The one to Terry, the one to Zach. Yeah. And I'm like, man.
Yeah, Zach didn't come down with that. That was
willing and dealing. Yeah. So, man, I'm, like I said before, I said this probably week, say 5-ish. I think when he was playing early in the season, I'm like, you almost don't want to see him play that good because somebody gonna come out there and knock on that door and hey,
Minnesota would love to have
you over here. But he's been phenomenal, man, and I think it's a great problem to have. This is the problem that you want to have in your lineup when you have a guy that's capable sitting behind your guy. And I just know me as a player, if I was in his shoes, I'm good. I done seen all I can see as that guy. I'd rather be on a great team with a great young quarterback that I can always be behind and bring up.
Best job in football is backup quarterback. I'm sorry,
I've seen a guy that was a backup all his career, probably made more money than any other guy that played any other position. And, we had him here for a little while. The quarterback came from
Missouri.
Texas. What was it? Texas Tech? Or,
no, Missouri.
It's Missouri?
Yeah.
He's on TV.
Yeah. When he was in, no, was he here?
No, he was here for a year. He got drafted with us.
Oh, my God.
He was here for a year.
Yeah, he was here for a year.
I can't remember his name, but he played for Kansas City for a long time.
Yeah. Back up. He backed up all his life.
Yeah, if you know what we're talking about, leave a comment. That's
Missouri.
That's going to bother me all day.
I know he went to Missouri.
Yeah.
Little short quarterback, right?
Yeah.
But he was up for the Heisman, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think Marcus is playing really well. I also think we got to give credit to Cliff because I know they lost this game, but a couple things we've been asking for is I thought there were a couple more easy buttons. Mm-hmm. There was more quick game. There was more of these easy, the tight end slams, where they're blocking the end, the man player triggers, you're out in the flat, here's an easy 10, here's an easy 5, here's an easy 6.
I got this question though, because I've heard it a lot already. I listen to the sports radio talk and all that stuff. And everybody's been acknowledging, how well Cliff called that game. We all know that. So I just asked you, Cliff was in his bag. But can we cut him a little slack? Because if it seems to me that when you have more weapons and your number one weapon,
it's easy to call.
You can go out there and call your game. Yeah. So I feel like we've been giving him a lot of flack because of the lack of.
Are people giving him flack?
I've been there. You hear it. You hear it. You know what I mean? The fans are calling, fans ask us so many questions personally. So I guess it could be too from a lot of stuff I've been asked.
Yeah.
But I've been saying it from day one, man, when you don't have guys out there, bro, what do you expect?
You gotta call equal plays. You gotta call the play equal to the defensive coordinator. Yeah. Well, when I got my guys, now I can kind of leverage these guys against your play call.
Yeah. I think that's 100% right. And it's so this is it, man. This is a great point. I'm glad you brought this. This is more of a football philosophy question. So I could draw the best play up of all time. Hey, man, this cover 2. I'm going to run this deep sit because I'm chasing, whatever, right? But if I can't get the execution from the offensive line, I can't get the execution from the quarterback, I can't get the execution from the receiver, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a nothing burger.
Yeah.
So there's been times where I've watched, I'm like, man, that dude's wide open, or this route is not as good as it should be versus man coverage or whatever. And there's just been no. And that's not on Cliff, in my opinion. That's on the execution. And so I do think Cliff deserves credit because he called a really good game. We're going to get to some more offensive stats here in a second. But also, to Tana's point, the execution's been excellent. Yeah. And let's talk about our guy Terry coming back, because I look at Terry coming back, and I'm like, I felt like he was a big driver for a lot of other people's production.
No.
Oh, my God.
He was the force multiplier. Yeah. Listen, you could tell when the coverage was pushed to his side.
I almost wanted to line up a couple of fans and just go slap them down the line. All that smack y'all was talking about 1-7, man. Put some respect on that young man's name.
It is wild, though, because every time he's played, he's like...
Yeah. You know what? You know what's so crazy? And, maybe I'm weird for this, but you guys know when I saw him the first week and he came back, and y'all was like, Terry back, I was like, something seemed off.
You have the most uncanny ability.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff. I'm like, I say, he back, but it seemed like he opened he got a governor on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I saw him back this week, I was like, oh, yeah.
No, he was running.
He's running.
He's running.
Well, it's just and again, his ability to, we talked about this on the Command Center show, make sure you check that out, of he's drawing Pat Surtain. And he got 3, I think he had 3 catches for 30 yards on that, on him.
He was the perfect nemesis for Pat Surtain. All right, because he has no identifier. All right, when you playing against a top-notch corner, the one thing that Patrick Surtain is good at, this is a speed guy, I'm going to stay on top of him. All right, this is a quick guy, hey, I'm going to stay right in his hip pocket. Oh, this is a big guy, I'm going to basketball him. Well, this ain't none of them. Yeah. All right? When you play Terry, you got to play everything straight up and equal.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate nullifier. That because he demands for you to play him. I don't know if he's going to go deep. His best route is a comeback route. He runs the best slant routes in the league. How am I going to come up with a plan to stop him? I ain't got no plan. What I need to do is just play equal football.
I think one of the things that Terry does that people don't give him credit for, or maybe they do, that he can be any one of those receivers that you can just kind of like point out of elite receivers. What I mean by that, if he had to tap into being a speed guy, he's fast as all outdoors. If he had to tap into being a strong guy, muscle, he can go pound for pound with and be that guy. He go in there and catch those slants, those intermediate passes. If he had to just go out there and say, you know what, I got to step in my bag, get in my bag, and pull out one of my best routes. He finds a way to put a good route out there. We saw time and time in a critical moment of the game where he comes up with a route and you like, whether he ran the route that wowed you, but he just ran a precise route and made the play. So to me, that's what Terry brings. Like, he's a guy, you're not finna be wowed or overwhelmed by his, that was so awesome. Or that was so, he just does the right thing at the right given time. And that's what I love about him, man. He's clutch.
And the other thing, too, is like the first slant that he catches, it's literally like Kobe Bryant isolation basketball, right? They motion away. They're getting to a 4x1 set. He's by himself on Pat Surtain. And if I'm the Broncos, I'm like, we got this.
We won.
But it's crazy to watch him work that crossover because of AI, Kobe Bryant. And then win on the slant. And then the physicality that he's got to like,
take on a hit,
take on a hit, and
take on that little safety. Like, come on, man,
it's crazy. And I think
pack your lunch.
And I think his production, honestly, man, is something that helps Zach Ertz. You know what I mean? Like, I look at
it opens up the middle for Ertz. It opens up the run game. It's that can. It's the can of I'm gonna open up everything for you. Let's just go.
And also, I'm just watching through the clips real quick, and like the other comeback that he catches.
Comeback that he fell on. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's running, he's working. You know what I'm saying?
That right there showed me. I said, yeah, see, he couldn't have done that some weeks ago.
Yeah. So, I mean, he had a great game. And then, Ertz. Like, I think, like Fred was talking about it, like Terry gets Pat Surtain, right? Riley Moss gets mossed by, Traylon Burks. As Debo has a big catch on him. And then Hufanga is guarding Zach Ertz.
Yes.
And so I look at that and like everyone's like, where's Zach been? He's been kind of quiet. But like when Zach is on Hufanga, who's basically a linebacker, like Zach's 35 years old or whatever he is, but he's gonna win that.
Yeah.
Old man Ertz.
Check this out too. I love what I heard in the huddle. And it's always great to hear those huddles. To hear what they're talking about. And that last drive when we was trying to score in overtime.
Dude, how sick was that?
When your boy Debo say, on this go route, I'm going to sling myself through, throw the ball. I'm going to sling myself through. I'm going to muscle myself through. And it was, remember we were saying
we were talking about Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
We ought to watch Hard Knocks.
Yeah, so it was just great to hear that. You know what I mean? And it happened the same way.
The same way he called.
It's almost like when Debo and your boy Jaden talked about the dance they was going to do before they scored. And, in LA against the Chargers. So it's just great to see how, that chemistry is and just see the confidence of the players, hearing them, go back and forth with each other with the quarterback and letting them know, man, I'm going to make a play for you.
Yeah. It was crazy because it was like, what do you want? He's like, I want to go. And it's like, and then he told him what he was going to do.
Yeah.
And I was just like.
And he went out and did it.
They
go to difference.
Calling the shot. So more offensive success numbers. They were 8 for 17 on third down. That was tied for the best game versus Denver this entire season, right? 30 first downs were the most by any team this year against Denver. Again, a little bit that's overtime. 143 net rushing yards was second best versus Denver this year. And again, that goes back to Marcus. I thought he did a great job with some scrambles and quarterback run stuff. I also thought, talking about the offensive line, like the physicality they brought was big and it helped them stay on schedule. And then they had 276 net passing yards, which was second best versus Denver this year. Remember, this is the best defense in football. These numbers are fantastic. So I just think it goes back to Cliff. It goes back to Marcus. I think guys are getting healthy. I think the offensive line's getting better. And it's something I hope we can watch for the next 5 games.
Progression is all you can ask for. Can you continue to get better in a year that most people feel like is a lost year? I don't feel like it's a lost year. I feel like it's a year to fill in the gaps.
What's impressive, too, I think when you look at our season as a whole, regardless of the outcome, the offensive production has always been there. We're scoring points.
That's a good point.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we're scoring points. So regardless of how you want to, call it when it comes to how good it looks or, what the coordinator was doing earlier in the season or, however you want to, point out the lack thereof, offensively, man, it's been sound. 20 points a game. You know, we've been around that range of 20-some points. So just to see us go out there, and I remember coming into the game, I heard a lot of commentators saying, "Oh, it's going to be an under game." You know, this is a great defense. I don't think this offense is going to be able to move the ball against them. And you see that production, and you just wow. I was floored by it. I was definitely floored by it because I didn't know what to expect.
I thought the same thing. I was like, it'll probably be an under. The defense is good. And they went out and did a great job. Let's talk real quickly about the defense. Again, I feel like the offense did a great job. I think the statistics we just read off kind of show you that.
Yeah.
The thing about the defense for me is it feels like they're bend but don't break. They're kind of hanging on.
Bend but don't break. Listen, once you have your identifier, this is who we are. Now you can play into your real well.
Yeah.
We are bend but don't break defense. I have played on one of those defense where we're gonna play a lot of zone, but when we get in the red zone, team gets nothing.
Yeah.
That's the way it is. And right now, that's the defense that we're playing. We're playing a lot of zone. We're keeping everything in front of us. We're tackling well, and in the red zone, that's when the magic happens.
Yeah.
We're making people get 3 instead of 7.
Yeah, I think some of the things too that's standing out to me is just some of the guys I see that flashes. You know, seeing Igmanagi back in there, he flashed a lot, you know, that night.
Especially in the first half.
Having, I guess, Sanders still in a different position, it's almost like you're not hearing his name called negatively.
Because he's outside.
I mean? He's outside doing some things. And I think that stands out because we know he's a great corner. Mm-hmm. If people fail to realize how tough it is to play inside.
Corner, it's a damned job.
Play corner, period, is tough. But to be a guy that's young and to be tossed in that inside with those sharks.
Yeah.
There's sharks out there, you know what I mean?
No, that run game.
Your third best receiver could beat the first best corner in that slot. You know what I mean? So this is one of those situations, man, that I just feel like it was so unfortunate for him, but he still was playing well. He still was coming up with interceptions, you know, key takeaways for us. So I never really kind of went on that limb and criticized. But as a whole now, just to think if we had the young fella in there, because he played so well before he hurt his leg.
Trey Amos,
I would have loved to see him now with Coach calling, making these calls, because he was the one guy that was holding up his side. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, I had no doubts about what was going on over there on Amos' side. So I just love the fact that they playing with that competitive, you know, spirit.
Edge.
That's what I wanted to see. Defensively, offensively, special teams have been playing that all year long. But now I'm seeing that same kind of fly around from the defense that we've been hoping to see the whole year.
And it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination.
No, it ain't, but it's better.
Yeah. And I think a couple things you feel lack of pass rush depth. Like there's that ball to Cortland Sutton where he's like running that wheel. Yeah. And it's like the time, when you're in zone coverage, the longer the down goes.
The longer you stretch the zone.
Yeah. And so you can feel that sometimes, right? Like where it's like, man, we just like, and I think at times they rush the passer well. Like, so it's not like this isn't a criticism. It's just like, you'd like 2 more guys. Yeah. Like you'd like Dorrance Armstrong.
You would love to have
Dietrich Wise. You'd like those guys to be out there rushing the passer. So I think you feel some of that. I think the Mikey Sanderson thing, I wanted to ask you about this, Fred. I feel like in zone, you like the corners are just a little bit less stressed.
Yeah.
No, you're not stressed in zone.
In
zone, now it's in your head, let's go get the rock. And like in man-to-man, it's like, I want a PBU, a tackle. Yeah. Like so that's the mind frame we in. But when we in zone, we get to look at the quarterback, get to look through the wide receivers. Now we're more aggressive when it comes to getting the ball because we are less stressed. Yeah. And we are like, I know where my zone is.
Yeah, I think in zone too, you understand, I have help. So at the end of the day, I can just play with this. I'm playing this area. You know what I mean? I got this. I got nothing else to worry about. Yeah. You know?
And you also feel their vision's better.
Yeah. Yes.
Like I am matching number 2. I'm going to relate to number 2. Even in zone, I got those principles. And the other thing that really sticks out to me, I know there was there was one big run on the first play of the game, but the run fits have gotten much better. So all of a sudden, like, bend but don't break. You're batting down the hatches in the red zone. I think you still feel some of the injuries there. Offensively, they're getting healthy. Yeah. Defensively, they still got a little ways to go because guys like Trey Amos, guys like Marshawn Lattimore, the defensive line's banged up.
I can say this. When they come to red zone defense, that goal line, they've been standing up on the goal line, no matter what situation they put in.
I've also been seeing 4-before. I saw the Tasmanian Devil come out the other night. I saw him be able to go out there and put his imprint on, some of the things that these guys did defensively. So it's always a great sign to see him get freed up because when I watched Denver, I almost felt like number 9 was him. Even though he played safety, but he was in that box. He was Louisville. I'm like, man, that's how Louisville played last year. Like, it had Louisville basically like, go now. Yeah. And I feel like this year, Louisville was basically, kind of, I guess you could say,
sitting back, taking it.
He had to play the position that they had him in. I mean? He was more outside. He wasn't able to time up some of those things and take it, and shoot those gaps. So, I saw the Tasmanian Devil Sunday night.
Another guy just to shout out is Jordan McGee. I think he's doing a great job in his expanded role. I think being in base defense more has helped with those.
He's so fast, bro.
Help with those run fits also.
Yeah.
All right, so that's kind of we're gonna move on now. So now we're moving on to a new segment. It's called Would You Rather, powered by Big Bear AI, Mission Ready AI for a rapidly evolving world. And so basically we're amongst the people, and we're also fans. Mm-hmm. So the fans have talked about this. We've talked about this a little bit. And so would you rather, okay? I'm going to do a 3. Usually would you rather is 2, but we're going to do 3. The performance this team gave against Denver in a loss, a mid-performance in a win, or tank for draft position.
I don't even listen to Tank the singer. I don't believe in tanking. I do listen to Tank. I take that back. That's my dude. But what I'm saying is, no, ain't gonna be no tanking. But what I would have had a mid-performance and a win, yes. Right? Because
you just want to win, huh?
I don't care how the win happens. Like, the one thing I know about a win, in a week, nobody cares how you won. Yeah. They just care that you won. All right, you go out there and be like, yeah, it was ugly, man. We won. Field goal at the end. We didn't move the ball up and down. We weren't consistent. But we won.
Yeah.
But we won is the whole song.
Yeah.
But we won. That's it.
I like that. But we won.
But we won.
Hey, mine different because if it's meaningful, that it's going to push us somewhere, meaning that we have a chance to make a playoff, then I take whatever kind of win we can get. But when it's not, when it doesn't lead to us going anywhere. If we can just show we played well, and if it doesn't happen, whether we win or lose, then I'm cool with seeing a great performance. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if it's going to give us a chance to go elsewhere, tell them I called them back.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm at work.
So if we have meaning behind this ugly win, meaning like, hey, we got an ugly win, but we one step closer to getting that spot for the postseason.
Yeah,
cool with it. If it's out the picture, like we're not in that picture anymore, play some good football, may the best team win.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Gosh, I as a player, the win 1,000
the win
all the time. Yeah,
1,000. Wow.
As a fan of this team, this was this was a good loss.
Yeah.
They played.
I've never heard it. They're like saying that, that fart smelled so good. That's what you just said to me. Like, you just said that in my face.
Well, you done said it plenty of times. I got that one off. That fell. Oh yeah. I gotta watch out now.
I'm just saying, like,
you done said it plenty of times.
It's like saying, you know what? This bad day I just had was warranted. But it wasn't warranted.
But like I'm saying, like, no, but from where this team was to where they are, like, so again, like, I definitely don't want to tank. Yeah. I think that's bad. I think that's bad.
That's bad business.
Again, you got to build confidence. You got to build something for next year. You got to make sure that the brotherhood, all the things you've been preaching are working. But a win's nice, but also the process of this game was, and I think that's what you're saying too, was so good, right? Like when I see Philly win, and it's like a win's a win. It's like there's an underlying issue there. There's like a cancer there that's undiagnosed.
That's a rock band that hates each other.
And here, this win I think is more, or this loss, excuse me, was more positive,
progressive than win.
Like I said, like we only want to win as a player, you know what I mean, and as fans. But to me, if it's not taking us nowhere and it's ugly, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's a win. Yeah, we're gonna feel good about it, but Okay, we won. Now we just showed that we can win.
We had so many ugly wins last year.
No, but it was meaningful.
Yeah.
We needed those wins.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We needed those wins. We needed every last one of those wins. I'm saying right now, at this point in the season, right now. I'm not saying earlier.
Yeah.
Earlier, I would have just told you I want to win. I'm trying to win because I know it's going to count later.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But right now, at this point in the season, I don't care about ugly wins. Now, if we do get an ugly win, thank you. We need to win.
Yeah.
I want to win. Going into this week, I want to win.
Yeah.
But I don't care if it's ugly or pretty. But if we played well at the end of the game, something happened drastically and we lost it, damn. You guys went out there and laid it on the line. You left it on the field. I would be satisfied with the production still if we didn't win. That's
and again, as a player, I would hate Logan saying this. So young Logan hates old Logan for saying this. But that was the best team in the AFC.
Yeah.
Right now, by rank.
Yeah.
And we wanted to be that team. Like, we want to be a playoff caliber team. And I felt like we showed what we wanted to be earlier this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, basically, we played both of the NFC leader, Chicago Bears, and the Denver Broncos. We played them to
pretty
DT.
close, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, you want to win.
Well, I think
wanna
Chicago Bears by default, they where they at, because I don't think.
Well, listen, whoever won the Chicago Bear game between Washington, skyrocketed. Whoever lost it, bottom out. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Last year, we skyrocketed.
I got to look up that stat, too. You told me that you said that's been going on since we've been playing those guys.
Why do we play them all the time?
No, but
we got three teams that we play out of division.
You heard the stat?
No, what is it?
So
is this a real thing, by the way? Or
he said it's a real thing.
Listen, every time we play the Chicago Bears mid-season, whoever wins the game goes to the playoff. The loser goes to the top 10 in the draft.
Really?
That's what happens.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I heard Fred mention it, but someone else mentioned it on the radio. So I'm like, is that true? I got to go back because the only other times I remember playing them, it wasn't good seasons. I mean, the one year, 2005, we played them at the beginning of the season, the first game. Yeah. We had a great season. We beat them and we went on to.
It's something about the Windy City against the nation's capital.
Yeah, I got to see
whoever wins that game.
I got to look at that stat.
Goes to the playoffs.
And it wasn't even. They didn't even talk about the playoffs part of it. They just said.
Go to have a good season.
The winner has a great year.
A good season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but what I do know is we got to pay some bills. So let's get to this.
Pay them bills. Pay them bills.
That was so good, Tana. That's so good. All right, so we got. What do you got? You want the? The Big Bear, or you want AAA?
I'm gonna get AAA in.
Hey,
West
just
Virginia.
remember, AAA is new this year.
It's new.
And remember, and West Virginia is break 2. So let's
gotta be slow. With
all right,
let's
do this Big Bear AI.
Okay, here we go.
When the mission is critical, readiness matters. BigBear.ai delivers proven AI technology and expertise to help safeguard the national security and critical infrastructure. That's mission-ready AI, BigBear.ai, official partner of the Washington Commanders. I am Lamar.
That was pretty good. You did make a couple flubs in here, but it was. I think
you hater.
I think the tone was good.
It was there.
Yeah, the tone was good.
Yeah, it was great.
Lamar.
Commander fans, your fandom just got upgraded. Introducing the AAA Commanders MVP membership, where real fans get real perks and same trusted AAA membership benefits. The new AAA Commanders membership provides the chance to win game tickets, access to VIP events and experiences, 15% off Commanders online pro shop, while providing peace of mind for Commanders fans on the road. Already a AAA member? Don't sit on the sideline. Upgrade your membership or join today at AAA.com/Commanders.
Nice job, Tana. Excellent work. You guys did much better than me with my reads yesterday for the show. I was having a hard time.
Yeah, you had a hard time.
I think you was thinking about your workout or something, because that's not like you.
That's not like me. I wasn't at my best.
Maybe you think.
I think it was a couple things. One, I didn't read the read before, which is Tana's golden rule. Read the read before.
Got to read the read before.
And had a bunch of names in it.
Yeah.
A bunch of names and a bunch of numbers.
A bunch of numbers, and that throws you
and
out.
some of those names kind of like sounded the same. So
like
you
was
Gates, you was going
Anthony
with Gates.
Gonzalez.
You said Gonzalez.
Yeah.
I don't even know who Anthony Gonzalez is.
He said Antonio Gonzalez.
I'm like, who is that?
I was like, whoa. So, yeah, they were here for that. It was a tough day at the office. But we got through it, boys. You guys did a great job with those reads, is the point. All right, so now let's get on to the Minnesota Vikings preview. It's mayhem in Minnesota. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do like a high level. Dude, yeah, you're familiar with that, right?
Listen,
I can see him now. He probably was,
listen. Pre-game, it's hard to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Pre-game,
It is
when
when
the
they're-
fans
when-
get to first
when
of
they're
all,
good, they're-
it starts with the gigantic horn blow.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
and after that is
Yeah.
go, and they keep doing it, and they get quicker, and get quicker and quicker. I'm telling you now, be ready for the pregame. This is the Fred Smoot Bowl. I done played for both of these teams. All right.
Fred
All right.
Smoot Bowl.
So let's talk, because Fred played for both teams. Let's talk about, we're going to do defense, offense, then we're going to do a quarterback preview here in a second. But defensively,
Yeah.
I think they're pretty good.
No, I think they're very good.
And I think their numbers show up. Defensive
around.
ranking, they're 10th in yards per game. They're 5th in pass defense. They're 22nd against the run. I think there's some context behind that. And they're 18th in points per game. Okay. That is with an offense that is not good.
Putrid.
So their offense is 29th in the NFL
Yes.
in yards per game, right? They're 26th in rushing, 25th in rushing yards per game. I don't know why that's on there. And then 28th in points per game. So their defense is really carrying this group, in my opinion.
Defensive special team.
And when you watch this group, we talked about it a little bit on the Command Center show yesterday. We can talk about it in more detail now. Is they, Tana, do a lot of funky stuff. Like, when I'm watching, I'm always thinking, like, how would I target these runs? What route combinations would I run?
Yeah.
And so they get in 6-2, they get in 3-4. They run a lot of first down blitz pressures, which are really hard to target. And it's a big old mess.
And what you see is not what you get.
That's a great way to put it.
This is if you're a quarterback, if you think you see 4, it ain't 4.
Did I show you that clip yesterday?
Which one? You didn't.
Dude, so it was the Seattle Seahawks, and they were running like a pull concept. So out by number, dude, what is
Call you
going
back.
on? Yeah.
Call you back.
It's the alarm.
It's the line.
So we're going out by number 1.
Hold on. Time out.
Don't you start, man.
I know good darn well.
I ain't set the alarm for 9 o'clock.
You got an alarm, but you was late today.
Hey, the alarm was late.
I'm sorry, dog.
The alarm was late.
No, that's the backup alarm.
Dude,
Just-
okay, 2 alarms.
Just for some context, we were supposed to be here at 8 o'clock. Fred got here at 8:30, which is fine because we were able to start
We
the
were
show.
supposed to be here at 8:30.
No, he
that
said
alarm-
come 8 o'clock.
That alarm just went off at 9. So what is that thing for? I have no idea.
That's in case it did hit the fan. And I thought it said 8:30.
Man, look
Okay, he said we were starting at 8:30, but you were here, and we started at 8:30.
8:30. All right.
we did.
Thank you.
Okay.
Don't throw me under the bus when I ain't earned it.
I'm running you over with the bus.
When I ain't earned it. But that was the late alarm.
No,
Like,
just in case- we're in big trouble.
Maybe we can get there. You know what I'm saying? Is it still a chance?
I'm close enough to still be early.
Is it still a chance? That's what I'm saying. It's still a chance I can get there.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, back to this thing. So they're running an out by number, the tight end. Tight end's running out, and then Jackson Smith and Jigba's running an in. So I call it a pull, like where you kind of catch that hook player, you run it out.
Yeah.
The other guy runs it in, you try to hit it right behind him. So they're running a 5-man or 5-man blitz.
Yeah.
And it's a good pattern, right? But they're picked up. And it looks like the Minnesota Vikings are in quarters. So I'm like, well, I'm going to throw that out.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 underneath, it's 4 deep, there's nobody in the flat.
Nobody in the flat.
Okay?
Got it.
The corner is kind of like off,
In
but
between?
with eyes to the quarterback.
He's playing 2-1.
And so the second they throw the out,
Yeah.
he breaks on the ball,
jumps.
almost gets an interception.
No,
but
that
if you would have said, Logan, for like your life's on the line, what coverage is this?
Yeah.
Quarters, 2 underneath.
No, it's gold coverage.
Dude, what is it called?
We call gold
So
coverage.
it's like a match.
When we play 2-1, all right, think about this. When we play 2-1, we used to do this with Greg Williams all the time, me and London them. All right. If 2 goes vertical, I go vertical, and I'm just watching 2. All right. If 2 come out now, I'm gone. All right.
That's exactly what they did.
If 2 goes inside, I carry 1.
Yeah, it becomes man,
We
right?
become
Yeah.
2-1,
I like
and we
that.
play that 2-1. The only thing that can give us hell in that 2-1 is double slants. All right, that's it.
That's a good point.
There's no other
Yeah.
route combination that gives us hell.
So somebody slamming Jaw to sleep one game then, because I know if y'all playing, because that to me I feel like that's just an awesome game plan for those looks.
No. Listen, nobody had answers for us when we played this coverage because they could not figure who was triggering.
Yeah.
Was it the safety coming triggering, or was it the corner triggering? And it's hard to identify as a quarterback.
So in this look, the pull was wide open.
Yeah.
But because they're bringing this weird pressure, Sam Darnold thinks they're hot.
Yeah.
They're actually in a zone pressure, so they drop some guys out, right? So he thinks it's a 6-man pro. It's only a 5-man pro. He rushes the throw to the out. And that's to me, that is a perfect play. I break it down on the film breakdown show. Yeah. That's the perfect play to show this defense.
Yeah.
Do you think it's one thing? It's another thing.
It's
They're
not.
bringing you pressure. You think you're hot. The ball's not, doesn't have to be out. Because if Sam Darnold holds that football and rips the in, it's probably a touchdown.
Yeah.
But he doesn't rip it because he's
not sure.
Right. So I think like on first and second down, how do you target the runs? What coverage are they in? And on third down, man, they are bringing. I mean, he blitzes a lot. He blitzes almost every play. Brian Flores. So to me, this game makes me almost a little bit more nervous than the Denver game because of how it's just it's like I took a bowl of pasta and just throw it at the wall and see what sticks. And that is a hard game for offensive line blocking surface to deal with because it's like, who's in, who's out, what's going on. And they have a bunch of guys in between, like Van Ginkel, those guys that are like on-ball players, but really can cover. It's a lot to throw at.
So I asked this question because I feel like when you have defenses like this, you have to oppose your will. And I think you have to put them in a situation where they're not comfortable.
When you make them call regular plays.
When you make them call regular plays. So do we bring in the hurry up offense? You know, do we make sure our hurry up offense is truly effective? Do we put in those run sets to show you run, but find a way to say, pop pass to the tight end here, or you know what I mean? Because I feel like if defensively you're gonna have your way and say,
you got to have a chess
I'm gonna
match.
show you all this. Yeah. Offensively, we got to be the one that say, nah, back out. You better play. You better play regular. If you don't, I'm gonna burn you.
You know how much of a football nerd I am?
Yeah.
I literally just got chills when Tanner said that. Yeah. That's exactly what you got to do.
Yeah.
Like, chill. Like
you got to force them to play what you want them to play.
Can you? It's like the hurry up thing is a great point.
Yeah.
The heavy sets are a great point because they're going to match you with heavy personnel.
Yeah.
So like, can we win on the perimeter? I think we can. So, but I think that's perfect. That's exactly what we need to be doing. Fred, you got any thoughts on that?
No. That's it. Hurry up. The hurry up takes us out of everything.
Yeah.
The hurry up makes us check with me. And when we got to check with me, now I just got to listen to my middle linebacker, who mine was Fatback London. So the thing about it is, you want your middle linebacker, and he gonna put you in like the simplest thing. You see what I'm saying? Like it gonna be cover 2, cover 4. It won't be anything complex. Because he just want everybody to be stable. He don't care about let's win is down. Let's everybody be stable. Let everybody be on the same page. So the hurry up, to me, is the key that unlocks the box.
Yeah, I think that's right. So now, again, their offense is struggling, and I think a big part of that's the quarterback, but we'll do that after break 2.
JJ from Good Times.
Let's pay some bills with break 2 here.
Break 2 is up.
So, now we got West Virginia and we got Geico.
West Virginia. Give me my music. Huddle up, team. It's time to call a winter audible. Because when the temps drop, the real magic kicks off in West Virginia. Think trails that crunch like a game day turf. Ski runs for every level of fan and cozy cabins that won't break your budget.
That was nice. Cozy.
Trade lift line chaos for wide open slopes. Hot cocoa breaks by crackling fires. And mountains dressed to impress in a blanket of pure white. So grab your squad, pack your cold weather swag, and head to almost heaven this winter.
Look at you.
West Virginia.
You could not wait. This shit really did it for you.
Dude, that was awesome. I felt like I was transported.
You were by fire?
Yeah, I was in there. I was watching the snow. I was
Downey
like,
man?
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh.
I asked for noise, but I really didn't want Fred to be over there. I feel like he was almost trying to throw a wrench in my thing.
That was like an ad read ASMR right there. That was awesome. Tanner, it's going to be tough to beat that one, Fred. I don't know.
Listen, man, I'm just here to compete. Like sometimes you just got to be there to compete, baby. How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like finding that parking spot in front of that busy outdoor cafe where you're meeting some of your old friends from Mississippi State and you're about to parallel park into a oh-so-tight spot. And then everyone in the cafe stops to watch and you nail it in one try. Like the parallel parking baller you are, nobody clapped. It's the way it is for a DB. But when you know they really wanted to, Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Fred, excellent job.
I'm glad I was able to boost up your
push me to another level.
Your competitive
Lamar.
Dude, excellent. Both of you guys,
Lamar.
Hey, vote on what you think the best athlete is. This is going to be a tough one this week. All right, so now let's talk about this Minnesota offense more. We just mentioned some of the numbers, 29th in yards per game. A big part of that is the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read a couple stats here real quick. Vikings QBR in Week 12, J.J. McCarthy was starting, was 34.2. Vikings QBR Week 13 was Max Brosmer. That's 32.8.
Lord.
Now,
if you were to spike the football,
every play,
you know what the QBR is?
39.6.
Just to give you an idea of how rough it's been for them.
Stinky McStinkin'.
And so it's interesting because, like, I watched McCarthy, and I did some of this on the Film Breakdown show, and I think he is a smart guy.
Yeah.
He knows where the ball should go.
Yeah.
He just
will not let it go.
He lets it go, but it's like there's no trajectory to his football. It's just like I'm throwing laser beams.
Yeah.
And sometimes we gotta get the chipping club
the touch.
out.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there are times where he does take sacks. He looks like a young quarterback who is developing a skill set.
Who just not played enough football.
Correct. And that's what I'd say too. And again, like his completion percentage on the year is 54.1.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's dirt bad.
That's very poor. So when you look at kind of the Minnesota offense, they're very poor on third down. They're very poor in play action shot situations, which has been the lifeblood of this team. I don't think you have to look much farther than the guy playing quarterback.
Well, the running game to me stuns me that it's so bad.
Well, it's funny because I'll watch it and I'm like, man, there's some big chunks here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
but it's not consistent.
Yeah, it's not
It's not consistent run game, and I think that affects whoever's quarterback.
Yeah.
So to give J.J. McCarthy, Max Brosmer, and Carson Wentz, who's been their best quarterback this year, just to give you some context on the quarterback situation.
Damn.
Their offensive line has been really banged up.
They've
Really
been
banged up. And so like Darisaw, who's their like all-world left tackle, has been in and out of the lineup. He's been hurt when he's been playing. Looks bad. Their left guard's been nicked up. Their right guard, who's a rookie from Ohio State, he was hurt early in the year. He's back. Their right tackle was hurt. Like they just have, it's been bad.
It's been no continuity.
Yeah,
like they haven't had it's kind of similar to our offense.
Yeah.
Where we just ain't had the band together.
Yeah.
And
So we don't know how the band sounds.
Like their skill position guys are incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible. But I do think if you're looking like quarterback's not playing great, but I think a big part of that is the quarterback it's on the quarterback. But the offensive line too is not great.
Yeah.
And against teams like Seattle, against teams like Green Bay, they just get ate up.
I tell you what, they better be glad I'm not playing because I'll go straight to lead on these guys. I'm a chain snatcher. You gonna be wearing these diamonds out here on me.
Who's wearing chains?
Justin Jefferson. Wearing them diamonds, and I'm a chain snatcher. All right?
You wouldn't do that. That's
Yes, I would. I'm going straight Khalib on them. I'm finna take all them chains. You don't wear the chains out here on me like that.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if you do that.
I can't. I don't think Fred
I'm a
do that.
I'm a change.
But I feel like it'll be a DB that say, "Oh, Mr. Jersey."
Let me get that chain out you.
He probably do it in the act of tackling. You know what I mean? Not just on some. Talib did it on some just.
No, Talib
I'm
went
Debo.
up, literally like, you know what?
The play was over with.
I'm finna get this
he just
chain
snatched
off.
the chain. Smooth would have done it in the act of tackling.
Yeah, most definitely.
He'd have ran through the hood.
No, I'm a jam you and get that, go into that neck a little bit.
Them diamonds. Oh, Fletch, I got a handful of diamonds.
Listen, man, that's just total disrespect for them boys to be wearing them diamonds like that.
I almost feel like the league should crack down on some of that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be a stickler for guys showing their or whatever they want to show. But to me, when I'm watching the game and I see the guys bring out the grills, to me, that's the Chad Johnson. Chad did that before everybody.
I'm not mad at the grill.
He put the gold grill. No, I'm just saying. But I'm mad at the ones now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, now it's getting to the point where you doing that for prime time.
Yeah.
You doing that because
They don't do that at 1 o'clock.
you ain't doing. I ain't seen the grill come out at 1 o'clock. It's a night game. Everybody watch. I'm gonna put the grill out. Man, I go play football. You know what I mean? And that's just me.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that you're doing it, 'cause especially if you're backing it up. Then, kudos to you.
But it's your group.
I just feel like as a whole, if I'm on a team,
Yeah.
I don't want to see no chains. I don't want to see no grills.
It's your group. It's the wide receivers.
You can show your personality in your cleats and your dress code. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Put your socks the way you want. Have your swag the way you want. But let's leave the stuff that costs the money.
Yeah.
Outside, because I'm like, I don't want you in the game thinking about that if it does happen. You know what I mean? If something happened to them.
That's a great point, actually.
Listen, it's the wide receivers. It is us. It never stops.
It's us.
It ain't. I don't see no tight ends rocking down.
I hate to say it, it's us.
I think DBs do that too a little bit.
No, I ain't seen no DBs.
The only other guy that's been doing it that I don't know if you can fault him because he's just that good is Lamar Jackson. He put in the grills now.
Well, he always had that edge to him, though.
Yeah. So, that's
like quarterbacks, it's all right. I don't know why I feel that way.
That's a little
because they don't get touched that much, man.
I'm finna say they just CEOs.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
But so everyone's asking, I've got a bunch of fan questions like how do we cover Justin Jefferson? And again, he's a good football player. He has not been a factor.
Well, it ain't his fault.
Yeah, it just shows you. You know what I like watching? Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying.
You want me to do it? I like watching great receivers go through some of my pains.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of Justin. I love him and your boy Chase. Yeah. Them two guys, I've been a fan of them for a long time, since watching them in college. But this is like my proof. This is my chance to always sit back and just like.
No quarterback, no chance.
You got no quarterback, you got no me.
No nothing.
So don't ask me no questions about what happened. What happened on the snap? What happened under our center? You know what I mean? Don't ask me about my game when my quarterback ain't playing, when he playing subpar. You see what I'm saying?
So that's a perfect way to end the Vikings preview right now. And now we're on to Hell Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Brought to you by the U.S. Army. Be tested, but not just on paper. Be strong and more than muscle. Be courageous and supported by a mighty team. Be all you can be. Visit GoArmy.com to learn more. All right. So we're going to keep this nice and tight because we got another segment after this. And we're going to hit it real quick. So Vikings quarterback struggles continue with Washington's revitalized defense.
Hell yeah,
Hell yeah. I feel like he's still playing as a rookie. You know what I mean? He still has that.
We don't know.
JJ is processing things slowly. Yeah. Carson is thinking long.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
And
Max Brosmer.
Brosmer, my God.
Brosmer don't want to see the field, hopefully.
I think he's second to Nate Peterman. That's the worst quarterback.
Well, bro, when they were like, hey, we're going to start Max, what's his, Brosman? Versus Seattle, I was like,
why?
You know what? My homeboy called me, was like, boy, too bad you ain't a betting man, because if I had your money, I'm going to bet the house on this game. And I'm like, what's going on? They got, Minnesota got this quarterback, man. I know he finna sneak it up.
Yeah.
Well, and also that defense for Seattle.
Listen, that defense is a man's defense right there now.
And it was just funny watching like the stat line, and I'm like, damn, boy, I wish my homeboy did have some money because he would have bet big on this one.
So yeah, I think they're going to continue to struggle. I mean, and again, the defense is going to play bend but don't break, going to be what they've been. Yeah. And I think that versus this quarterback right now, this moment, I'm not saying he's never going to be good.
Yeah.
I think he'll get good. I think he'll figure it out. I think they're going to continue to struggle.
I ain't going to lie. I wouldn't even play bend but don't break. I'm going to light him up.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Go get him.
I'm going to go get him. I want him to process.
Yeah.
And guess what? The shorter time you got to process. You know what's so
crazy, man? I watched a couple of nights, especially like the last outing, I believe, for JJ. And he played well. Like, he played a good football game. Like,
he
made some
push
nice
the ball
throws.
down the field.
This is the thing.
He was elusive in the backfield. He got out of the pocket a couple of times on a run, hit some guys that was open. So I haven't watched the whole, you know what I mean?
Game of it.
Yeah, it's funny though. Like, there's like a lot of drops. There's, I think, correct reads where he misses throws. Mm-hmm. There's some high level stuff that he does. It's a rookie quarterback. He's the youngest quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah. No, he's very young, and he hasn't had time to troubleshoot like the other quarterbacks have. Yeah. All right, Caleb started slow.
And got thing too, coming off of
Drake May
injuries. Like, it's hard when you been injured. Yeah. Like, you see guys out there, but that don't mean that they're healthy.
Well, and once you injured,
still dealing with
you don't get to practice.
Yeah.
So you don't get better.
Technically, his rookie year.
Yeah. That's why I say he's still a rookie to me, if you ask me.
But he also haven't had any adversity.
Yeah.
He went to IMG. No, they never lost the game.
Oh, you talking about?
He went to Michigan.
Talking about young.
He never lost the game.
Yeah.
All right. Now this is his first adversity, saying that you can't do this job at the peak. Mm-hmm. And now he's having to find himself the way through this adversity. And that's why I like my guys that troubleshoot younger.
That's one of the hardest things, to be the guy and to be hearing the rumblings of you're not the guy, but you still got to go out there and be the guy.
Yeah.
Like as a quarterback, it's almost like you think, well, I got a chance to prove them wrong every time. But no, I got to play within the confines of the game, and I can't be the guy in my head that wants to prove somebody wrong. I have to play this game. And I think that weighs on guys. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I never played a position, so I can't say how they take on that. But we talk about this all the time. You think these guys not listening to us.
Yeah.
They are.
They are.
They are. They're different. They're in a different era. I didn't listen to nobody. I knew when I stunk, I don't want to see them tell me I stunk. You know what I mean? Like, I suck. You know what I mean? So I knew it. And guess what? I'm going to go in the lab, and I'm going to come back better.
Fix it.
But these guys, they suck, and they want you to say something better. No one's going to pick you up.
Big up you.
Yeah, they're not going to big up you. They're not going to pick you up because you know what you left out on the field. You don't have to hear from nobody, and I think he's hearing.
But
he's
their fan
listening
base in Minnesota is a fickle fan base.
Is it? I think most fan bases are. Like,
You know what?
Ain't nobody more fickle
Cleveland
than
Brown fan
them.
base is not fickle. They have proved over time they can take a beating and keep on ticking.
You like that Cleveland Brown?
No, I respect the Cleveland Browns fan base.
I don't
feel
respect.
like,
Man, they put bags on their head, man.
that's what you got to do after you lost 73 in a row. All I'm saying is they still show up to those games.
No,
Their
they
stadium
don't, bro.
stay packed, and they are fans.
I done saw a Cleveland Brown game in the cold winter where it was no fans in the area, and the guy was sitting there with his shirt off, beer belly, sleep with nachos on with nacho cheese on his face.
His wife had just left him. His wife had just left him.
If that's the sign of the fans sticking with the team,
They sticking with him.
I don't want that, man.
all right, let's get to the next hell yeah, hell nah. Terry McLaurin has multiple TDs.
I think he goes for 2 touchdowns.
Hell
this
yeah,
game.
Hell yeah.
He on one. He feeling because he basically had 2 last week. One got called back.
Then one got called back. Yeah.
That's right. I think he's definitely trending in the right direction.
zone.
He looks great.
Yep.
Washington gets the elusive win.
About time. If we're going to get a win, I think this is the week to get a win. Weak quarterback, no running game. Special teams iffy, but their defense is good. Can we get out of here with a field goal win? I think we can. I think it's one of those games we can win.
I just want to win. Y'all done talked about it, man. No matter how it looks, give me a win.
Yeah, and I think if we got to protect the football. That's going to be really important in this game. But I'm going to say,
Key.
hell yeah! All right, now let's pay some more bills. Break 3, U.S. Army. They say your work defines who you are. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you're clocking in. But what happens on the weekend? What happens to your time? You could take it easy, or you could use the time to get better. In the U.S. Army, we think differently. Your time should be used to improve the skills you do have, to learn some you don't, to push yourself in new ways, because it's those days that truly define who you are. That's how you make progress. That's how you make an impact on the world around you. It's your time. How you spend it is up to you. It's your time, the U.S. Army Reserve.
I think I'm finna go join.
Boy, please.
Every time.
Seriously.
Every time.
I'm a sniper.
That's it. The sniper, this kid over here.
Long distance.
All right, so Fred, we had homework for this show.
All right, what's up?
We were supposed to watch Hard Knocks.
All right.
Hard Knock Life, Hard Knocks episode 1 recap.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
like the student he was.
Listen, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all.
That's why we respect
This is
you.
what I did last night. I watched Welcome to Derry.
What is that?
Oh.
The It show. The show from the It movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I
what
watched
that's playing
Welcome
on?
to Derry. And it's so good that I could not watch
Hard Knock.
Hard Knocks.
What is that playing on? That's on what?
This on HBO Max.
It's a horror?
HBO Max.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you was on the station that had Hard Knocks.
I was on it. But then I got to watching Derry. I was catching up on my episodes.
Look. This is for the audience. Do you see what hell we deal with this dude? This dude hasn't changed. So imagine him being an adult that can't follow directions. What was he like as an adolescent? I mean, I don't want to imagine what you were
as a child,
man, bro.
But at least I'm honest.
You are honest.
Like, I'm very honest.
All
You
right.
asked me, did y'all watch it?
Did I just not
Yes.
say? Hold on. And before we go on to that, did I just not say he was always gonna pick out what he did right?
Yes.
Over all the wrong he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
There you go.
Hey, listen, it's all about right.
Can I just say one thing, Chris?
Jay.
All right, our listeners that normally get this for their commutes on the way in today don't have that because we waited for Hard Knocks to do a recap. So we're filming the morning that we normally release.
Yeah.
Because of
The
that.
whole reason you're in this early
Yeah.
and woke up so early was to recap this show because of the show.
I'm going to recap it. Let me tell you. This episode really took it to the next level.
All right, to be fair to Fred, Welcome to Dairy is really good.
It's really good.
It's really
Listen
good.
to me. If you got any questions from the It movies, watch this series and it answers all the questions.
I'm watching that.
Where he picked up the Pennywise from.
Yeah.
The daughter. Stuff that you didn't never even know.
I'm going to wait till tomorrow because tonight I'm going to be busy. I got.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing I don't understand. You can stream that.
Yeah.
It's on whenever you want.
Like, you could have did that.
And I wanted it last night.
Dude, Jason is laughing.
I wanted it last night so bad.
Okay, so let's go. The couple things that came up in the Hard Knocks is, will the Eagles collapse?
Listen, the Eagles are the worst rock band in America.
Preach.
They are basically the Beatles. Like, we didn't know John Lennon, they didn't like each other. We didn't know that. Paul McCartney. We didn't know they had that beef.
Yeah.
But A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts went from besties to true enemies. I have never seen that before in my life with a quarterback and a receiver.
Yeah, it's almost.
No, I have. Donovan McNabb, T.O.
And T.O. But that was kind of like they was forced together. They wasn't a couple of guys that knew each other that was homeboys
when they were younger.
Yeah.
Do they really hate each other?
To answer,
well, they don't really like each other right now.
I mean, I guess to answer your question, it seemed like when they do go out their way to please AJ, they lose. They lose games. And the one thing that stood out to me while watching the show when it came to them, I watched the point when Devontae Smith was like telling Hurts, like, we just talked about this. I kept going because you told me to.
Yeah.
And he missed them wide open in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Where I guess he assumed he was going to sit down.
Yeah.
And Devontae was like, nah, remember what you talked about? And I'm like,
yeah.
I heard that little snippet and I'm like, hold on, we talked about it and you did it wrong. What the hell going on in your head? So as a receiver, I don't know. I don't know if I can just say they're going to collapse. I just feel like I'm kind of thankful that the Cowboys is playing the way they playing because now it's going to stand up again.
It's going to put that pressure on Philly.
They're not going to be the champs again. I don't want to see them being the champs.
Fried chicken right now, just go to the link.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Just go to the link.
So the thing that gets me is
you want that bird?
you want that free yard bird?
Free eagle?
Yeah.
Free eagle?
Go on out there.
The thing I'd say after watching is they've always been a defensive-led football team.
Yeah.
Like ever since they've been good. And the thing that really jumped out to me is they gave up 280 yards rushing versus the Chicago Bears.
Lord have mercy.
The Chicago Bears brought it to them.
Who are a good football team, I think. I don't think of them as like this great team.
I bet with the Philadelphia Eagles. I bet Big Cat at Barstool. And now I got to go to Chicago tomorrow and bend the knee.
Oh,
no, seriously. I got to bend the knee.
But what I'm saying is that, like, to me, the offense has always been a little bit of an issue for them.
Yeah,
and you can hear that in like when they're talking about it, like their local media when they have the clips on that show. Yeah. And so all of a sudden it's like now their defense is struggling. There seems to be, and what is the NFL good at? Is like, oh, they ran all these runs.
Yeah,
we're gonna run all these runs.
Yeah,
and you're gonna have to figure out how to stop them. So I think that's it. And then so I think they're ready for an implosion. What was that? 2023 when they lost.
They lost the last 8 games of the season.
That's kind of what it feels like.
It feels like they hate each other guts. I have never been on a team that hates each other.
It just feels like they're a team that was used to being more talented than everybody.
Yeah,
and everyone's kind of caught up a little bit, and now the schematic edge that they used to have, the physical edge is gone, and now there's no schematic edge. Yeah. All right, can the Cowboys make a run? Would be my next question.
Yes, I said this 4 weeks ago. I said if they get the rolling, and I already told y'all about Skinny Dak. All right, George Pickens is a maniac.
Yeah.
All right,
I think he moved the needle for them.
Dude,
Listen, for them. Offensively, man, they had never looked like this with just CeeDee Lamb and the other guys they had out there receiver. With that dude Pickens, this is almost like watching a baby Randy Moss. Like, it's nothing you can throw up to him that he's not coming down with.
You know what's crazy is we did the Ticket of the Draft show, and I remember one week we had Tana on for receivers, and Tana was like, I think the best receiver in this draft class is this kid from Georgia who'd only played like 3 games.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was George Pickens.
Yeah.
And I was like, how? Like, where did you even find the film on this guy? Like, what's going on? Because again, he hadn't played at all.
Yeah.
And Tana was like, no.
Listen, you can see George Pickens, that boy. How you feel if you Pittsburgh Steelers right now? You got DK Metcalf, gave him all that money, and you had this dude sitting right in your lap, and you just never gave him a quarterback.
I think
you never gave him a quarterback.
It also is like just Pittsburgh, man. Like they're not going to be ever like a receiver town. I don't think really. I mean, like Hines Ward, obviously.
Antonio Brown. Like, they always got receivers.
Antonio Brown was a stud, though.
Man, I'm telling you, for a decade, and I ain't talking about today's Antonio Brown. Yeah. But for a decade,
he was the guy.
He was the dude.
He was our Jerry Rice.
Yes, he was
Antonio
the dude.
Brown.
Was so
Antonio
good.
Brown to me was on the pace of surpassing Jerry.
Like best of all time.
Kept right.
Yes.
Like that's how. Like it was probably like a 4 or 5 year stretch where like we'd be watching.
It probably like 6 or 8 years.
No, I would say it was like 7 legit years.
That dude didn't miss.
What happened was
1,400.
Montez Burfict.
Who that?
The linebacker for Cincinnati.
Oh, when he
peeled his
him.
cap.
When he hit him.
He ain't been the same.
You think that has something to do with it?
I don't know.
No.
Hey, listen.
Well, Teddy, you knew him when he was young, though.
Yeah, I knew.
You said he always had that edge.
So no, the edge was always there. The guy I was impressed with was the player and the new guy that I saw. Like just the way he handled himself and his interviews, how he played, what I was more impressed with Antonio, and I think this is what Pittsburgh to do to you. This is why sometimes you gotta question what certain towns do for players. He would leave practice and go home and practice. And that's how you get better. Yeah. I remember those days when I put
there was nothing to get into.
There's nothing else to get into.
In Pittsburgh.
And he was right there with his family, and he was always, because I know the guys who was up there with him.
That's why Green Bay is so good all the time. So there's nothing to do.
So that's why I tip my hat off to him, because I knew he was phenomenal on that field. And like I say, he was great, but I just don't know where this snapped. It almost seemed like when he went to John Gruden,
to Oakland,
that's when it all just came crumbling down.
And he never played there.
Yeah.
Like he never played.
Well, it was crazy to see him.
It was the whole hot air balloon thing incident that happened with his feet. With his feet.
It was the helmet. It was everything.
Well, the other thing too is, but then he went to New England and balled. And then he like left in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
Well, no, he went to Tampa Bay. It won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but he went to New England first and balled too.
Right? It tossed his shirt off, and then he turned to a rapper. Yeah. You're not a rapper.
Anyway, so George Pickens balling.
He put that shit on.
I was giving Jerry Jones a hard time for the Quentin Williams thing. That's changed the defense.
I felt like the Quentin Williams trade changed everything.
Changed defense.
No, and Overshawn. Listen to me. That linebacker.
That he's healthy,
my God. That dude can go. All right. Then you got Ravel, the cornerback that they drafted. Him stepping in, I'm telling you,
Cowboys look scary. I ain't gonna lie, they look scary now. They look like the team that, because even at times Cowboys just seem like front runners. I mean, that star and just the whole star power, it doesn't always add up. And right now, it seems like
it seems like they got going right
it's
now.
It's clicking, yeah.
It looks like they can make a push. So in terms of Eagles collapse, I think it just after watching the show and seeing Sirianni on the couch, feel like he's in a therapy session. Like adversity's good. We need the adversity. It's like I don't know about all that.
They taking on the image of their city.
And then the Cowboys, are going to make a roll here. And then the thing that gave me the most chills from the show was this quote by Dan Quinn.
Oh Lord, that was my.
So he goes, "We lost, but we're not lost anymore." Dan Quinn.
He said that twice.
That
if you ain't heard it the first time, you heard it the second time.
Yeah. But that is the thing that stood out to me because that's how I felt watching the Denver game.
Bingo.
It was like. They lost the game, no doubt.
Yeah.
But that is the team.
That's who we are.
But you gained some edge.
That is us.
Yeah.
That is the way we played. Remember, I kept saying, I ain't have a word for it. I was inspired. Yeah. They played inspiring. That was the team. That's who I know us to be. Yeah. Those are the games last year that we won. Yeah. It's all right for us to lose it because we just got back to being that team again. Yeah. So now we got to show. Now we know how to win that game. And Dan Quinn, we gotta get that shirt. I know he gonna make it because it was that hard of a quote.
Because that's how I felt. Like I felt like you just were going through these games like, man, that's not good enough. That's not who this team is. And then that was the game.
That was the game.
And so to articulate it that way, I thought was very, very cool. And then maybe this is definitely not most important, but a little side anecdote for this show. It's most important. Yeah. Is Bram
Fred gonna hate though.
And London were all over that show.
London finna poke his chest out so hard, boy.
Why? Why would they all over that show?
Because they used the local broadcast. And so they had Philly's local team do their game. They had the Cowboys team do their game, and then it's Bram in London and me. But I didn't
can't wait to see
Bram and Bookman is what I call.
And so Bram was absolutely shredding the other announcers, like in terms of delivery and stuff.
Yeah,
and maybe the games are better, but London's on there, and I was like, man, our local radio team.
You were part of that group. Like, let's stop. Like, stop ringing your own bell.
No,
Like, dude.
but-
He was like, you know what? Our group. I'll tell you now. Our group.
No, it's one thing if he hurt himself and he's bragging about it.
But it wasn't me. I wasn't on
It
there.
wasn't him. It was Bram. And it was mostly Bram. London, you heard London give a snippet or two every now and then. I mean, he said he was London. But Bram, you just heard it through the thing. I'm like, is that Bram on that?
This is what I want London to do. He has to stop saying this. It's only 3 things in the world guaranteed. Death, taxes, and Terry McLaurin running a slant. If I hear that one more time, I'm going to throw up in my mouth.
Because I'm on the sideline. I did when Traylon Burks caught that touchdown. Like usually I try to be quiet so Bram can call.
Yeah.
But I literally was like, "Oh my God!" Like, so I stepped on his call, but they got the back end.
You know what was dope too about the show? This is because Fred didn't do his homework. When the coaches asked Burks, "Is that the hand you broke? Did that the finger
that
you
was
caught
cool.
that with the fingers you broke?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm like, and then you saw it. They went back to it, and you see you seen the wrap on that finger.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn.
And that ball didn't move.
Didn't move.
It didn't budge.
He caught it at the tip.
Man,
You know
his
what I mean?
hands are so huge.
Dude, we haven't had a guy like that here.
You know what I noticed was so, and I'm not saying that I knew something was going to be special about him. I'm not saying that at all because you never know. But since he gotten here, at times I see him walking with Bobby Ingram.
Yeah.
And I'm saying like, is Bobby just telling him let's have this walk so I can speed things up for you?
Oh, like outside.
Yeah,
To the field, yeah.
Like practice is not even in. They in meetings or they might be in lunch or they might just be in the building doing whatever, and you see him and Bobby.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
do Bobby see something in him, or is he just one of those guys that's trying to really get
listen, he
sort up?
got everything you need.
So to see that, to have seen that, I mean, and then to see where he's at already in 2 games, 2 home games, the game that he broke his little finger or whatever, and that game, it's impressive, man.
Yeah, and really impressive. The other thing I thought was cool was when Dak and Jameis were texting each other about, like, did you see that part of the show where Dak texted?
When Jameis caught that touchdown.
Yeah, so Dak broke the record and Jameis texted him.
Yeah.
And then they showed the meeting.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention to that.
So I thought that was kind of cool that they had that relationship. Anyway, but yeah.
I seen it on the commercial.
Dude, I really liked the show. It was fun to kind of see behind the veil.
Yeah.
You know, with these other things.
Yeah.
But and I guess are we going to do this again, Jason, or are we done doing?
See if we gonna get us a cameo on that thing. Now I'm gonna hate. I need a cameo. We need to get us a cameo on.
Oh,
Hey, man, you know what? I'm going to watch it tonight. I am.
Thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for supporting our preparation.
Yeah.
And
We appreciate you guys.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, Hard Knocks. We get Fred Smoot on there. That's all we need.
We got a hard
I'm not going
head.
to watch it till I'm on there.
All right, that's it. The Command Center podcast was filmed at the Big Bear AI Command Center studio. Big Bear AI offers mission-ready AI for a rapidly evolving world, proudly protecting the Washington Commanders and its fans.